This was hands down the best concert I've ever been to in my entire life. What's going on, everyone? I had the privilege of finally going to a Coldplay concert. I went to the one in Abu Dhabi 2025, the world tour. It was crazy, and I'm gonna tell you guys all about it. So let's go. A few months ago, it was announced that Coldplay was coming to the Middle East. That was primarily the entire reason this whole trip even started, going to Dubai, going to Abu Dhabi. It was to go see Coldplay. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't the biggest fan, and now I'm slowly starting to become a fan, you know what I'm saying? So at the very beginning, trying to get tickets, that was an experience in itself. It was announced that they were gonna be available at this time, log in a few minutes early, try to get multiple devices going, the phone, the laptop, trying to like have different accounts open, and some were erroring out saying we're spam, some were just didn't want to work, and then it was so stressful trying to get the tickets. And we finally made it into a queue on ones. I think at one point I was like 100,000 in line when the stadium only sat like 50,000 people. After like a few minutes of being in the queue, they're like, hey, there's limited availability for this event. And then a few minutes after that, it's like, this event is now sold out. And then sat for a couple minutes, and then Coldplay has announced new tour dates for Abu Dhabi. They ended up doing 4 separate shows over the course of January, and at first wasn't able to get any tickets. And to be honest, I didn't even think it was gonna happen. But a few weeks before, I ended up checking StubHub, and the ticket prices weren't too bad. So I ended up getting tickets through StubHub. It was a little nerve-wracking at first because it was like the day before and like the tickets still weren't in my account. I wasn't gonna risk it, so I went on Ticketmaster, and out of nowhere there was tickets available on Ticketmaster, and I'm like, that never happens. Let's try to get them. Then after a little bit of finessing, we're able to secure 2 tickets. They were pretty decent seats, and had those in the back pocket in case the StubHub ones didn't work. But then the day of the show, the StubHub tickets appeared in the account, so it's like, hey, I'm just gonna resell the Ticketmaster tickets, so that way other fans can make it to the show. People ended up buying them, and it was a win-win on that. The day of the concert, I wasn't even in Abu Dhabi. I started off in Dubai. It was a nightmare trying to return the rental, trying to eat breakfast. I didn't even get to eat till like 2 in the afternoon, but it was worth it because I ate at Chipotle. Chipotle is probably my favorite fast food chain restaurant. I know y'all are gonna say Chipotle is an authentic Mexican food. I know that, but Chipotle is Chipotle and it's my favorite. So with Chipotle, it was like on the way to Abu Dhabi, but you have to go like close to where the big Ferris wheel is and like the Palm area. And it's like, oh, it's only like gonna add an additional 10 minutes to the trip. Nope, I think it added like a whole extra hour because of traffic. From Dubai to Abu Dhabi, it's supposed to be about an hour and 20 minutes. And with making the stop at Chipotle, I think we're over 2 hours. But I was happy I got to eat Chipotle. There isn't one in Qatar. And then after a while of driving, made it to a hotel. The hotel was really nice. That's gonna be its own separate video that'll come out here soon. Stay tuned on the channel. After getting checked in, looking at the hotel, I started getting ready because it was almost time for the show. The show was supposed to start at 7:45, and it was already the afternoon. I think it was almost like 5 when I started getting ready. So I got ready. The weather wasn't too hot in Abu Dhabi, so I went in t-shirt, pants, and sneakers. Then I was able to Uber to the stadium, which the Uber took about 25 minutes, dropped me off in the zone. If you think about the stadium, it dropped me off on one side of the stadium, and I had to go all the way around to where my seats were. So I got a healthy workout on my way in. I was able to get all my steps, even though I didn't want to. I've officially made it to Al Zayed Sports City Stadium, the stadium where Coldplay will tear it up. Whew, check out the view. The stadium is absolutely massive. It just looks wide too. Like most times it's just big, but it's big and wide. So we got a bit of walking to do. The Uber dropped us off on one side. Let me show you the walk to the stadium. Still more walking to do. Just look at this thing. Absolutely massive. Update, that is not the stadium. That is the judicial branch of the state of Abu Dhabi. Stadium is up ahead. But there is a nice fountain. Check this out. So if you're VIP, you could have made it this far. You can still see remnants of the people that camped here. That's crazy. Just so they could get up front to the concert. Completely understand. So far, it's super well organized. There's lots of security. Feel good about this event. It is a bit of walking though. The VIPs had an entrance to just go like straight in. Everyone else is like walking around the stadium. It's kind of close, so time to pick up the pace. Now it's a security checkpoint. Made it past the first security checkpoint. Fan zone to the left. Looks like there's still a bit of walking. The light at the end of the tunnel is almost there. After walking what felt like forever, finally made it to the security checkpoint. Made it through super easy. After the security checkpoint, you get your official wristband that lights up, and that was, after seeing the TikToks and seeing all the light up, I'm like, it's finally my time. So slap that bad boy on. On top of the wristband, you also got moon glasses, which look like 3D glasses. With the lights, if you put them on, like you would either see stars or hearts as the show goes on. And it's meant to be activated during certain parts of the show. I think I ended up putting those on about 3/4 of the way through the show. But I had my moon glasses, my wristband. Get it in, I got my wristband and glasses. Let's go. Check out the stadium. Oh yeah, it's about to go down. It was easy to get in, but it was a lot of walking. Walking into the stadium, there's a food truck. Smell some food, I get a little hungry, and like it's almost 7:45. I think it was like 7:30, and like let's rush, let's get to these seats. We get to the seats, we make sure they exist. As usual, there was someone in the seat, so I had to be like, no, you're in the wrong section. That was pretty easy. They didn't want to argue or anything, they just kept it going. After verifying the seats, went to get a few drinks to get the vibes going, get the body a little loose. There's the queue for the drinks. It's not too bad, and plus, it's going fast. They got multiple stations open. 7:45, and nothing's really happening. Made it with a few minutes to spare. Concert's about to start, about to go down. Then they start doing a little bit of announcements, and it's like 7:50 something, like, all right, this is gonna start at 8. And sure enough, at 8, or maybe like 2 minutes before 8, we saw the band walk through from behind, like, oh, they're here. It's about to go crazy. So like a minute after that, they start the announcement. They had fans come out and do the intro. Since we're in Abu Dhabi, they did it in English and in Arabic.
Marhaban Abu Dhabi.
One thing that Chris said that was pretty cool is there's people from all walks of life there, since it's kind of central location where people from Europe came, people from the Middle East came, people from Asia, everywhere. So it was just a big melting pot. He was happy and I was happy that able to unite people, and we're all there for a good cause and have fun. A bit more about the intro. It takes about 2 minutes, and it shows on the screens, and it shows that the whole concerts, there's a portion of money that goes towards like renewable energies and different projects towards protecting Earth, and that's an awesome cause. And for the concert, the whole general admission area had a certain type of mat that if you jump around and dance on it, it produces energy, and that energy goes to powering the show. And on top of that, they also had cardio bikes that will also produce energy for the show. So that's really awesome. I don't think there's anyone else doing that, and that's really inspiring.
As much as possible, this show is powered by renewable energy.
We charge our show batteries with solar and other green energy. You can power the show by using the power bikes and kinetic floors.
Wherever possible, we use renewable fuel for our freight, transport, and air travel.
The LED wristbands are made from plant-based compostable materials.
Please return your wristband after the show.
Here are some important and brilliant things that your ticket supports. Reforestation,
Ocean cleanup.
Then after the intro, he starts off. Coldplay, like they've been in the game for a while. They got a few albums. Every song was just hit after hit after hit. It's an experience. Like you have to go because like there's so many good songs that just kept playing back to back. And going into the show, I wasn't the biggest Coldplay fan, so like hearing People of Pride for the first time was like, I'm like, this is Coldplay? When that song went on, my mind exploded. And there were certain songs that when the lights went full off, I've never experienced anything in my life. It was just sensory overload. It was unique. It's a once in a lifetime, even though I'm gonna go again, but it was so much fun. The energy, the atmosphere, the fans, Chris, the band, it was just awesome. So I was seated in the like left corner wing of the stage, up in the stands, and this was probably like the only negative experience about the show, which was really short-lived, and was glad was able to get over it. The person sitting behind us, like the first song comes on and like we get up, we're high energy, and she's like, can you please sit down? I'm trying to watch the show. And we're like, okay. So we sit down and we're like, that kind of killed the energy because we would just want to rage, just experience the show. But then I want to say it was still into the first song, like almost everybody in the stands got up, and like we're the only two sitting down, plus like her behind us, and we're like, and like she gave a salty look, and we're like, we're gonna stand up. Everyone else is standing up, and if that's rude on my end, then like let me know in the comment section. But like I want to experience the show. Like I paid money to experience the show. I have back issues and knee problems. Being able to go like from sitting to standing and back and forth as like my body sees fit, like that's a lot better for me than just being in general admission the whole time. But I was able to experience the show. One thing about Coldplay is that they're super inclusive. They recognize everybody and they try to make the show as inclusive as possible. So there's like one song where Chris puts on the alien mask and then he signs the whole song in sign language, which is absolutely awesome for like someone of that level to be inclusive of other people. From Coldplay concerts, I didn't see it specifically in this show. It might have happened, but in most, if not all of his concerts, they have someone doing sign language for the entire concert. So that way, that specific demographic of people can enjoy the show to the fullest. And like I said, there was fireworks, there was balloons, there was confetti, there was fire, the lights going off in different patterns. Like I don't even know how they managed to do that, to where from like just general thought, the wristbands seemed pretty randomized. So how they were able to sync it up and have different images display in the stands and the different array of lights, how they were able to pull that off, I don't know, but they're geniuses and they made it work, and it was truly epic. One more thing about the concert is like during a certain portion, he goes to the second stage and he's able to give an up-close experience to the other people in the other side of the stadium, so that way they can see what it's like for him to be up close. In that part of the show, he plays more of the acoustic songs, and that's a vibe. One other thing about the show is he brought out different fans from reading the signs. For this specific show, he picked out people that skip school and skip studying And he brought about 3-4 people up on stage with him to sit at the piano with him. He asked the kid next to him, hey, what's one song you want to hear and why? He's like, oh, Magic. He dedicated the song to his sister, which was really awesome and really wholesome. Then when he played A Sky Full of Stars, he stopped the song right before the beat drop. He's like, hey, wait. Put your phones away. Truly experience the moment. I was like, yeah. So, but I still record a little bit just so I could show y'all. I do it for you guys, you know? But during that part, when the beat dropped, it was, like I said, it was the best concert. Going through the show, like I said, it was good song after good song, the fireworks, the finale, the moon glasses, seeing the hearts through my lenses, and just spending it with good people was just truly an awesome experience that I'm thankful for. Wrapping up the show, a lot of people started evacuating. They looked like they're in a rush. I was like, nah, let's take our time. Let's wait for them to leave. Once the majority of the people left, because I didn't want to wait in those crazy Uber lines. I've heard in the news recently that there's been like events where people try to rush out of the arenas or the stadiums and there's stampede. People suffer serious consequences from trying to escape. So I didn't want to be caught in one of those stampedes, so I waited.
I understand it now. This was the best concert of my life, period. Coldplay, what did you do? Oh my God. This concert was incredible. The lights, the fireworks, the songs, the people, the improv, it was next level. Nothing else compares in the world. Coldplay, you did your thing. Congratulations, you deserve the best. What do you think, Noah?
It was good. Honestly, I don't know what they could have done better. The bar is set so high that I don't know what another band or group could do to combat that. Cheers to Coldplay.
I was okay with waiting. After a while of waiting, we made our way out, and then we went to the fan festival. They had a DJ playing on the good hits, just dancing, got some more beers. Oh, outside the stadium also, they had merch. At first, the line was really long, and I was like, there's no way there's gonna have merch by the time I get in line. So, enjoying the fan festival, a few songs go by, a few drinks go by, and the line's basically empty. We go to check, we're like, hey, do you have any merch left? Like, what do you need? We got everything. Like, yes. So, I ended up getting the Coldplay shirt and the Coldplay hat.
Towards the end of the concert, well, of the whole event, and I was still able to get merch. Honestly, I didn't have to wait in line. All I had was patience. It was expensive. This was 300 AED for 2 items, a hat and a t-shirt, which is equivalent to like 80 US dollars. So it is expensive, but this is the Abu Dhabi special edition. So I think it was worth it. One time for the one time, you know?
One thing is they don't give out plastic bags because it's all a part of their renewable energies and saving the world mindset. So you could get a little tote bag and you could put your things in there, or you can just carry them, which is what I did. Then going back to the fan festival and enjoying the DJ, that went up till pretty late at night. I want to say at least maybe 1 in the morning. On our way out, which is really awesome, is they had Wingstop. For those of you who don't know, Wingstop is an American franchise fast food wing restaurant, and they have all kinds of crazy flavors from mango habanero to Cajun, garlic parmesan. Their tenders are awesome. They're already closed, but due to some finessing, we were able to get a free basket of tenders and barbecue sauce. I haven't had Wingstop in a while, so that hit so good. I was eating them up. Like, I didn't care about the diet at that point. I was like, I'm gonna eat this Wingstop. I'll deal with the diet tomorrow. During that time at the fan zone, we also ran into some fans from Europe, from from Spain. I ran into some Argentinians. I saw them wearing the Messi shirt. Instantly bonded. We're all just having a good time at the fan zone and couldn't be better. Made some friends. Before the event closing, while we're in the fan zone next to DJ, Coldplay's staff comes out. And it's about like 5 guys that are part of the tour. And if you're like a true Coldplay fan, you know who they are. You've seen them before. And we went up to them and we're like, hey, we know you're with the band. Like, oh, that's awesome. And they were like super nice and friendly. They're like, oh, where are you guys from? We're like, oh, we're from this place. They're like, no way. We can't wait to tour Latin America next. And then, yeah, I enjoyed Wingstop. I enjoyed the DJ, the fan zone. And then at the very end, one of the last 2 people there got our Uber, headed back to the hotel. And after that much, like, I immediately knocked out and went to sleep. In conclusion, Coldplay, they put on a show. I don't think there's any other band or people besides BTS, which is a K-pop group, that could put on a show to that level. And I'm like, I'm a hip-hop, I listen to other genres, and I'm like, I don't even think they could put on a show that crazy, because it's like the fireworks, the lights, the way they were able to sync the lights, the way they had inclusivity and get everyone together, all for a good cause, the way the fan zone was still a hit instead of just like the show and that's it. I think it's truly unique. I think you have to go. I'm not saying you should go. I'm saying you have to go because there's nothing else like it in the world. And Coldplay, thank you guys for what you do. Hopefully maybe one day I get to see you in person, meet face to face. I'll look forward to that. Crazier things have happened. Thank you guys for making it to the end of the video. So I'll try to be like Coldplay and be inclusive of each other. We're on this earth and we're all part of the human race and we can find a way to get along. I think that's a good message to push. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell to make sure you keep getting the videos. I'll see you guys soon. And let me know if you guys enjoy this type of content. Let me know what concert I should go to next. Bye.
Hello, my beautiful. Hello, my beautiful sister. No, I'm not trying to flirt. Achilles and his gears, Spider-Man's control, and Batman with his fears. And clearly I don't see myself upon. For your time, it's just now. course I'll be